Imagine an armor plating so dense that you no longer look like a creature of the sea, but a prehistoric tank wandering through the tropical jungle. Now imagine that despite being a crab, if you are submerged in the ocean for more than an hour, you will drown. This is the mind-bending reality of Birgus latro, commonly known as the coconut crab. To a human tourist walking through the forests of the Indo-Pacific at night, encountering you is the stuff of nightmares. You are a sprawling, multi-legged titan that can span over 3 feet from leg to leg and weigh up to 9 pounds. You are the largest land-living arthropod on the planet. But you didn't start your life as a terrifying land monster. Your existence is a bizarre journey of biological transformation, moving from a fragile speck in the ocean to the undisputed king of the island floor. To understand your life as a coconut crab, we have to look at your incredibly difficult childhood. You actually began your life in the sea. Your mother marched down to the ocean's edge at high tide and released thousands of microscopic larvae into the waves. For the first month of your existence, you floated aimlessly in the water as plankton, a defenseless snack for passing fish. If you were the lucky few that survived, you underwent a metamorphosis and crawled out onto the sandy beach. At this stage, you were tiny, soft, and highly vulnerable. To survive, you had to steal. You searched the shoreline for an empty snail shell or a broken coconut husk to stick your back end into, acting exactly like a standard hermit crab. For the first few years of your life, you lived in constant fear, hiding beneath leaf litter and carrying your stolen home on your back. But as you grew, something incredible happened. Your body began absorbing massive amounts of calcium and chitin, hardening into a thick, calcified exoskeleton. By the time you reached adulthood, you no longer needed a stolen shell, you became the shell. But this heavy armor came with an evolutionary trade-off. As your land-dwelling body adapted, your gills transformed into a specialized organ called a branchiostegal lung. This lung allows you to breathe oxygen directly from the tropical air with incredible efficiency, but it requires moisture to function. If you fall into the deep ocean where you were born, your lungs will fill with water and you will meet a swift end. You became an exile of the sea, bound forever to the dirt. Once you are fully grown, your daily routine shifts from survival to sheer dominance, fueled by your ultimate evolutionary tool, your left crusher claw. While your right claw is smaller and used for delicate tasks, your left claw is a weapon of absolute destruction. Biologists measuring the pinching force of a coconut crab discovered that you can exert a crushing force of up to 3,300 newtons. To put that into perspective, that is roughly 10 times the grip strength of a human, and strong enough to snap metal wires, break bones, and effortlessly splinter a hardened coconut shell. This claw is the key to your diet and your name. When you're hungry, you use your highly sensitive, insect-like sense of smell to locate a coconut tree. Despite your massive weight, your legs are tipped with sharp, inward-curving spikes that allow you to climb vertical palm trees up to 60 feet in the air. You snip the coconuts down, climb back to the forest floor, and spend days methodically tearing away the tough outer husks until you reach the nut inside. Then, with one massive flex of your crusher claw, you smash the shell open to feast on the white meat. But you aren't a picky eater. Your species is notoriously opportunistic, earning you the secondary nickname, the robber crab. You are a midnight scavenger. You use your powerful sense of smell to track down rotting fruit, dead birds, smaller crabs, and even human campsites. If a camper leaves out a shiny pot, a stray shoe, or a garbage bag, your instincts tell you it might be food. You will walk right into the camp, grab the object with your iron grip, and carry it deep into the jungle. To truly understand the scale of your dominance on the island, you have to look at how your presence alters the entire ecosystem around you. You're not just a passive scavenger, you are a primary environmental engineer of the tropical forest floor. By dragging massive coconuts, fallen fruits, and organic debris deep into your underground burrows, you single-handedly aerate the compacted soil and distribute vital nutrients that help the island's unique plant life flourish. Smaller insects and lizards actively rely on the discarded scraps of your midnight feasts to survive, turning your heavy-handed robberies into a vital lifeline for the surrounding wilderness. Despite your raw power, your life is dictated by the sun and the shade. Because you are susceptible to drying out in the intense tropical heat, you spend your days hiding in deep subterranean burrows lined with moist coconut husks. You only emerge at night when the humidity rises and the air cools. Your lifespan is a testament to slow, patient growth. You grow by shedding your entire hard skeleton, a grueling, dangerous process called molting that takes months. During a molt, your body is as soft as jelly, leaving you completely defenseless. You must hide deep in your burrow, waiting for your new armor to harden. You repeat this cycle for decades. A healthy coconut crab can live for over 60 years, outlasting almost every other creature on the island. We like to think of crabs as simple sea creatures, tasty, fragile things bound to the tides and the waves. But your life as a coconut crab completely shatters that definition. You are a creature that conquered the water by leaving it behind. You traded the safety of the ocean for a life of heavy armor, tree climbing, and unrivaled strength. You are a relic of evolutionary ambition, a 2-inch ocean-drifting larva that grew up to wield the power of a lion in the middle of a tropical forest.